couple is now walking out of Taloja jail on bail after they were granted bail yesterday by the court, but formalities could not be completed in time, which is why they had to stay in jail for yet another night yesterday, despite being granted bail in the sedition case against them. But now these visuals that are on your screens are from outside the Taloja jail in Mumbai, where Navneet Rana and Ravi Rana, the Rana couple that was arrested on 23rd of April on charges of sedition by the Maharashtra government, will now be walking out of jail. The case resonated in the Supreme Court as well this morning, where the top law officer of the country representing the central government went on record to say that such cases are a proof that the law is misused in the country. This case was cited as a gross misuse of the sedition law. Yesterday, on a surety of 50,000 rupees each and on 6 conditions that were set by the court, the Rana couple was granted bail. The most important of the conditions that were set was also that they will not be speaking to the media about the ongoing investigation or the case against them. No tampering of evidence was also one of the conditions that was set by the court yesterday as they granted bail. Now we see MP, independent MP from Maharashtra, Navneet Rana, and her husband, who's an MLA in Maharashtra, Ravi Rana, both being released from the Taloja jail. Radhika is with me for more on this now. Yes, Radhika.
Yes, that's right. Navneet Rana has been released. In fact, she will get out of the prison any time from now. She has gotten inside the car. In fact, just about an hour ago, her counsel was inside, giving, once the release order came from the Borivali Magistrate Court, the counsel went inside and did all the paperwork, and now the paperwork is over and she will leave the prison anytime soon. As you can see, she's already inside the car. She's already inside that particular car along with her counsel. You can see she's flanked by police vehicles as well. So currently, of course, in most likelihood, she will either go to the hospital or to her residence in car. That is something that is still not clear as to whether she will go to the hospital. She will most likely go to Lilavati hospital is what we are hearing. In fact, she was complaining of nerve issues in the past, and she was seeking treatment at a private hospital. And as you can see in those visuals, the gate has been opened and now her car will be leaving the premises of Byculla jail any second from now. Her car is flanked by police vans and she will be leaving. Navneet Rana will be exiting Byculla prison. It was just yesterday that she was granted bail, and as you can see, her car is seen exiting from Byculla prison. She will most likely be admitted to Lilavati hospital. There you go. Those are the visuals of Navneet Rana. Those are visuals of Navneet Rana. She is waving at the cameras here. She's been asked to not speak to the media. Therefore, it doesn't look like she will. It doesn't look like she will speak to the media. Of course, she just waved at the media, and now she's leaving. She's flanked by.
Next with my colleague Radhika there, who's getting us the very latest from on ground. But these visuals on your screens are from outside the Byculla jail. That was Navneet Rana, the independent member of parliament from Maharashtra, just released from jail after she was granted bail yesterday in the sedition case that she faces. Her husband is also expected to be leaving anytime soon. Radhika is back with us, I believe. Radhika, was it just Navneet Rana that left in that car, or was Ravi Rana also with her?
No, just Navneet Rana in that particular car, because Ravi Rana has been lodged in another prison. Ravi Rana is lodged at Taloja prison. It's just Navneet Rana who is getting outside women's Byculla prison. We saw her folding her hands in front of media. Of course, she did not make any statement. simply because there had been condition laid down by the court that she should not speak to print, television, media at any point, because if otherwise found violating these bail conditions, her bail will be cancelled. Therefore, she's seen exiting Byculla prison. In most likelihood, what we believe is that she will be admitted to Lilavati hospital. That's what we were hearing, because yesterday she was admitted to JJ hospital for her nerve issues, after which she was discharged. She came back to the prison. Of course, the bail order came into effect just yesterday, and certain proceedings had to be followed as a result of it. She had to do the paperwork. Release order had to come from Borivali Magistrate Court. Just an hour ago, her counsels had come inside and with those paperwork, and now she's out of the prison. In most likelihood, she will be admitted to a private hospital in the city of Mumbai, after which she will make her way to her residence in car. In a similar way, we are also expecting Ravi Rana to be out anytime soon. He is in Taloja prison, which is slightly further from Mumbai. It is in the outskirts of Mumbai, which is why it may take a few more hours for him to get released. But yes, Ravi Rana will also be released in a couple of hours. So Navneet Rana, who exited from Byculla prison after she was lodged in this particular prison for almost 12 days. So 12 days after she was lodged on charges of sedition, she is now out of the prison. Of course, we are still awaiting the detailed bail order. We know for a fact that defense had made certain very strong arguments as far as sedition is concerned, stating that the couple's intention to chant Hanuman Chalisa cannot be a grounds for sedition. They did not intend to cause any sort of violence. Those who created ruckus were not her supporters, were government supporters, and she just wanted to gather public support. The couple just wanted to gather public and popular support, and that is why they wanted to chant Hanuman Chalisa, not to cause law and order situation, not to create any kind of chaos, or not to cause any sort of violence. That's the defense argument in the court. So right now, of course, looks like the court has accepted those arguments, which is why the bail was granted in the Sessions Court itself. Certain conditions also put forth. One which is that she cannot speak to the media, and of course that she has to cooperate with the investigation. She should not tamper with evidence. She should not influence witnesses. These are some of the conditions that have been laid down before by the court.
Absolutely. Now, like you've been mentioning, Radhika, one of the conditions was that she is not allowed to speak to the media. She or her husband have been barred, and if they do so, then their bail could stand cancelled. But the fact of the matter is, she is straight going to the hospital first, and while she was in jail, she had alleged mistreatment by the jail authorities, where she said that her spondylitis condition was only worsening. So it will be interesting to see what kind of diagnosis comes out of her hospital visit that comes right after her release from jail, and how that really augurs for the state government and the jail authorities.
Absolutely. She had on multiple occasions alleged mistreatment by the jail officials and also by the officials at Khar police station as well in the beginning, where she was told, where she had stated that she was not treated well. There were certain comments that were made against her religion, caste and so on and so forth, and also that she was not getting that spondylitis treatment when she was asked when she sought that with the jail officials. She was not receiving it, and then they gave that application before the court, after which they took her to the hospital yesterday, to JJ hospital. Another question that I asked before the defense lawyer is whether there will be any sort of counter complaint that will be filed by the Ranas against the state government. That is something that we'll have to wait and watch out for. There is a possibility.
It will be interesting if they actually do go ahead and file that counter complaint, and do keep a track of what comes out of that. Navneet Rana has walked out of jail on bail. Her husband is also going to be released from another prison which is in Navi Mumbai in just a short while from now. For the moment, Radhika, thank you so much for getting us the very latest. We're slipping into a quick break here on this edition, but lots more lined up for you on Times Now. Don't go anywhere.